Sudahkah aku jauh berjalan? Seberapa kuat merangkai jawaban? Bolehkah ku pinta satu kesempatan? Mimpimu, mimpiku, jalanku pulang. Cobalah berhenti dan rasakan, selami hati dan dengarkan bisikan. Terlalu lama dirimu menanggalkan mimpimu, mimpiku, jalanku pulang. Lihatlah ku sudah sampai di sana. Nyatanya ku tidak jauh kemana. Di hatiku selalu di sini, setia menunggu kembali. Mimpimu, mimpiku, jalanku pulang. Sampai di sana, nyatanya ku tidak jauh kemana. Di hatiku selalu di sini, setia menunggu kembali. Lihatlah ku sudah sampai di sana, nyatanya ku tidak jauh kemana. Selalu di sini, setia menunggu kembali. Mimpimu, mimpiku, mimpiku, jalanku. Mimpimu, mimpiku, jalanku. Mimpimu, mimpiku, jalanku pulang.
Gentlemen, please welcome today's guest, Calvin Jeremy.
Wow, please.
Wow, you still got that in your bones, man.
How are you?
I'm good. Please have a seat, have a seat. So that was Pulang, your latest single. Congratulations, by the way, first of all. So were there any interesting stories in the process of the making of the single Pulang? Because it sounds like, I know that your music has been quite very distinctive in your style, in your own style. Now for this single, Pulang.
So before I answer your question, I would like to say thank you for inviting me here. It's an honor for me to be here.
Our pleasure.
Pleasure.
I've been watching all the show of SEA News, you know.
Yeah. Why haven't you been coming to the studio all this time?
Yeah, maybe it's about time.
Oh, it was about time.
I'm so glad that you're here today because interesting fact, Hans, I've known this man for years and I haven't seen him in like ages.
Yeah. And here we are in SEA Today News. Yeah. Well, to answer your question, the funny story is one of the funny stories behind the song. So, like previous phase of my musical career, when I wrote songs, I always tried to like project these are my references and how many hours I've spent to work on my music. But now, before this song was born, I told to the producer that let's make something out of nothing today.
Out of nothing.
Out of nothing, because we did not have any like song banks or any something that we can like we just rearrange it, you know.
Yeah.
And then we were just, you know, be in the moment that time. And when we played the chords and we started to feel what we felt at the time, and this voice from inside of me like saying like, you need to write something about going home. home. And of course, it's not Bublé's home.
Bublé's home.
Summer day.
Oh, wow.
Let's talk more about the philosophy behind this song.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you define home?
Home, yeah. I think many people can have different definition of home. But to me, home is a state, you know, it's a state where you can feel safe.
Okay, that's interesting.
So it's not a place.
Well, it
Could
can,
be.
could be a place. My dream home would be like, you know, like 80 billion rupiah house. But that's not the kind of answer you'd like to hear from me, right? So our home to me is a state where you can freely express yourself and you can really communicate with your inner self and to express it through the art forms.
So, by the way, to get you into context here, pulang in Indonesian means to go home.
Yeah, to go home.
To go home. But now that you are back with your single, after you went around in your career, in your art career, I might say, you were in movies and also you were in other things that you've been doing. Have you ever gotten lost and felt a strong urge to go home in that sense?
Well, yeah.
If so, can you explain what kind of situation was that?
So there was this time when I was away from, far away from my home. I was in the Philippines.
Oh, you?
Yeah, to continue my study.
I see.
Yeah, and that was the first time when I was away from my home, from my parents, and then I tried, you know, not to be sad or to feel lonely. I don't accept that. So there's this feeling of resistance in me. But then I got sick.
Oh.
Okay.
On the first week, I got sick, and then my
What year was this?
It was in 2019, 2020.
2020.
No, 2019. End of 2019. Yeah, I was away, and then I got sick, and I posted on Instagram stories, and one of my friends sent me the message like, "Oh, it's because you're away from home. You've never been away from home like for your entire life. So yeah, you got sick because of that."
Is this what we call homesick?
Homesick, right?
Oh.
Homesick.
All right.
I see.
Now the sick went away already, and then we got home, and here we are, me with the single
Making music.
Pulang.
Did you take a hiatus while you were in the Philippines?
Yeah. I did not have much time to make music and to express myself through art form of music, but I got a chance to play in one of the Indonesian movies called Kakak Desa Penari.
Oh, we will talk about that on the second half of the discussion. But meanwhile, you mentioned earlier that your dream house would be 80 billion rupiah.
Yeah.
Could you please elaborate more about that? What will it look like?
Yeah. If we can play some what if, like play
I
with
like
the
it.
imagination.
I like it.
All right.
I like this stuff.
I want to know how wild can you be?
Yeah. There's this house somewhere in Pondok Indah, you know. Whenever I cross that house, I always say, you know, babe, because my wife is always beside me, you know.
Yeah.
That's gonna be our house. You know?
Oh, okay.
I love the confidence, you know?
Can you describe? That's manifesting.
Yes,
Yes.
That's what we call the
exactly.
state of
I like it. I like it.
So you can actually manifest in 2024. That will be my house. I'm gonna be like a billionaire, something like that. You know, you can manifest.
Yeah.
Now, can you describe what can we actually expect from that house? What does it look like?
Yeah. It's white.
Oh, wow.
I wanted the American style.
Oh, okay.
There are 3 floors.
Floors?
And it's my music studio and content studio at the top of it. And it's gonna be big. And my kids are running around the house. My friends can come. And it's somewhere near in Jakarta Selatan, South Jakarta. And yeah, and I feel that I'm inviting you to the open house.
Will there be any swimming pool?
Swimming pool? Maybe not,
Why?
because I'm afraid of swimming.
Oh, you can't swim.
I can't swim.
All right.
Fear no more because I'm a swim instructor.
Yeah. You have the swimming instructor.
All right, we'll talk about it later.
Okay. Back to the song, please.
All right,
Tell
all
us
right.
more about the song. Did you collaborate with other musicians or artists?
Yes, there's this one producer. He's a very talented musician. His name is Hesky Joe, I knew him since like three years ago. We met on Instagram. I sent him direct message on Instagram, and I said to him that I want to collaborate with you. I want you to be my producer of the next single. And then yeah, that's where we met. That's how we met, and he helped me to make this song Pulang. He also wrote some of the part of the lyrics, and for the arrangement, he arranged the music so that we can create a new sound, so to say. And yeah, we are also planning to make an EP for early next year.
Yeah.
So I hope we can make it embody the plan.
So you were mentioning about the EP. How long should we wait for that? I mean, talking about manifestation.
Exactly, because usually musicians release one song and see the market, how will they react towards
Testing the
that.
water.
Exactly, and then usually they will release an EP or even album.
Yes. Well, that's on the plan because we also need to see how the market react towards the song. But I guess it's the authenticity is the most important part as a musician, so that you can produce like honest and a new sound, so that it can touch their heart when they listen. So it's about balance, understanding the market, and being authentic at the same time. So maybe to answer your question, I hope it's gonna be the first quarter of the year.
The first quarter of 2024.
Yeah.
Now, it has been, I don't know, more than 15 years since the first time you released, the first time you got into this music industry?
13 years.
13
to be
years.
precise, yeah.
Okay, 13 years. You also have your own fan base as well. But for this single, how did your listener respond to the new single?
The response was very. Some of them they cried when the first time they listened. They cried, and some of them like they felt happy, they felt relaxed, and I think it's the magic of the sound coming out from Pulang, because I never like say, oh, this song is only about this, it's only about going home. But I would say like you can have your own interpretation towards the song, whatever you feel. That's the most important thing, because what you feel, it will lead you to the right mindset, which you can make better decisions.
Are there any stories shared with you from your fans regarding the song, or how they felt about the song?
Some of them, there's this one lady, he told me that this song reminds her of her dad. Her dad passed away last year, and when she listened, like some of the part of the song really reminds her, and she felt that the presence of her dad was there when she first listened.
The power of art is a universal language where, like you said, people can interpret
Yes. I always say
however
that
they want.
music is the language of the universe. So making music is a spiritual journey.
Wow. I still have lots of questions to ask Calvin here, but we're gonna have to take a little break. See, the stories will continue after that break, still with Calvin Jeremy right here. Do not go anywhere.